For the 193,000 New Zealanders living with blindness or low vision, a guide dog is more than just a pet. It's a lifeline, providing independence as they navigate everyday life. So what exactly does it take to train one of these dogs? Well, we're here at the Guide Dog Training Facility to find out. I am here with Pete Hoskin, head of guide dogs. Now, Pete, we're surrounded by puppies right now, but I know this isn't where it all starts. So talk me through the process of getting the guide dogs from these really early puppy stages. Is it just madness all of the time?
Unfortunately, there is a lot of madness, but there is structure to it all. So these little fellas start their life back in the office through our breeding planning and that, where we work to match mum with the right dad. And then from there, once these little pups are born, then they reside here in the Breeding and Development Centre for 11 weeks. And throughout that 11 weeks, there's a structured program that they go through. There's a combination of behaviour, temperaments and genetics that go into getting these guys operational out on the street with a client. We're looking for dogs that are overall resilient, confident, and can handle pretty much anything that's chucked their way. But the biggest thing that we're looking for is that ability to individually think for themselves. We have a 25% pass rate. And so the dogs that don't make it, if they're within the formal training stage, we'll look to partner with the other service dog organisations across New Zealand, so the likes of assistance dogs, mobility, epilepsy, etc., and see if the dogs would meet their criteria and suitable for them. If not, they are destined for a life of being a pet. So this course is designed to start exposing the dogs from a young age to different surfaces, unstable surfaces, sights and sounds and that as well. And we also have it set up in a way that they have to start thinking for themselves, so they have to actually start navigating. We use food as a lure to help them through those little stages in that, where they're just a little bit not sure and stuck, but by the time that they're this age, they usually get their breakfast or lunch, dinner at the end of it, so they just start bowling through. So we have to adapt as we go to put barriers in place for them to start thinking, how am I going to get around this or over this and that. At this level, we're looking for dogs that don't shut down when things start getting hard. So we're looking for that confidence and being able to navigate over those different surfaces. And as you can see there, the dog's just powered through. So that's the sort of thing that we're absolutely looking for, a dog that's confident, doesn't need reassurance along the way.
This way versus one that just wants to eat the stones. Come on.
On the structured program, they'll be doing this course along with a few other things about 3 times a day, dependent on the dog. So if we need to adjust things, we do. But as they get older and more confident, we start introducing different things like hair dryers and loud sounds, banging, dropping. We bring the team in with like motorbike helmets on and different novel items that will test the dog's level of stress, etc., and how they respond in those different situations and that as well.
Now, is it like a driver's test? Can they reset if they fail?
Yeah, they do get a few different goes at achieving before we hit the withdraw button. It's not just a one and done. So if there's areas of improvement, the team put in a significant amount of work to navigate through whatever those challenges are for that dog. The labs, like I was saying before, being predominantly food driven, means that they're really biddable and trainable. So we're able to do lots of repetition, lots of different training scenarios through the use of food. They're also a loving, gentle companion, which is I guess, the invisible part of a guide dog. So we see the physical aspect of them being the tool of the trade and providing that mobility support for the client and that. But what we don't see, and this is really immeasurable, is the emotional impact that these dogs have with their client. And labs are intuitive to that emotion. So they provide that element of pet therapy and emotional support as well.
I'm here with Rebecca, who's a guide dog mobility instructor, and she is going to walk Nina through this incredible facility where they train the dogs for everyday scenarios.
We've got entrance to the mall, slippery surfaces, escalator and lift and stairs, operational traffic lights, mini pedestrian crossing. Again, it's just socialisation of the black and whites and the stripes on the ground and going down to it and that. And then air bridge down into a aircraft cabin. It's an amazing environment to be able to get the dogs into tight spaces, get them settled, get the dogs up on the chairs so they can look out the windows.
So what is it that you're trying to get Nina to do here? What is a successful action from the dog?
Like long-term goal would be that when we would approach and enter somewhere like this, she would do a chin rest on the chair ideally, so that then the handler could trace down from the head kind of to the nose and find that open chair. So this is obviously really still quite new for her. She's only been in training 5-6 weeks. So in these days it's just kind of marking any kind of increment towards that end goal. So even if she just like touches it or to prompt her a little bit, it's like marking those little stepping stones. So all up to get her from when she comes to like the training teams, not myself, until qualification is about 4 months. It can take anything up to 5, depending on how you go. But the first sort of 6 weeks are quite basic, just kind of teaching them the stepping stones to what we're like working towards. So like straight line travel and settling and obedience and getting a bond with them. And then as time goes on, we'll like increase what we're asking of them in the places that we go to and like the busyness of environments as well.
These are some really special dogs, but talk to me about the need for them, because it sounds like there's an overwhelming wait list of people in need of assistance of a special dog like this.
Yeah, absolutely. We've currently got about 30 people on our wait list, and that can grow exponentially if we're able to meet the demand. So it is a supply and demand I guess puzzle that we put together systematically throughout the course of the year. As we look at some of the statistics coming through census data, and that we know that vision impairment is becoming more and more throughout New Zealand, and that will mean that eventually those clients that are on their journey of vision loss will meet the threshold to needing a guide dog at some stage. So we predict that the demand for guide dogs will grow substantially over the next 5 to 10 years. We don't receive any funding. We rely majority on donations through the public. So what can Kiwis do is jump onto our website, blindlowvision.org.nz, and click on that donate button and contribute towards raising and training these little pups.